And so that's the difference between someone who just whittles away their hours and isn't clear on where they're going, probably spending time on all these low dollar productive activities and low value activities like responding to emails, answering the phone, being at people's beck and call, as opposed to someone who is really, really clear on where they're going and they are only spending their hours on high value activities and time. All right, team, let's dive in. Hey, today I want to talk to you about the importance of taking ownership over your time. So it's one of the main things that I'm talking to my clients about at the moment is taking ownership over where you invest your time, effort, and energy. And I've sort of heard it said that sleeping or sleeping in or sleeping on or wasting time, sorry, is the equivalent of sleeping on a pile of gold or a pot of gold. And so I think that's so true. You know, we have a finite amount of time. We have a finite amount of time on this planet in terms of how long we're going to live, but we also have a finite amount of time in terms of, you know, the hours in our day. And we are all busy people. We obviously want to get the most out of our days. We're driven, motivated, inspired. And we also have other things in our lives that we want to invest our time in, like work and business is not the only facet of our lives that we want to invest time in. And, you know, I think a life properly lived or a life that's rich in experience is not just building an amazing business, but it's like spending time with family. It's doing things that you enjoy. It's, you know, it's all the other facets of your life kind of coming together that you get to spend time on. And so it's so important that you do take ownership over your time. I think I see so many people that are at the beck and mercy of their clients, are at the beck and mercy of their team, are constantly pulled from pillar to post in terms of like they get to the office in the morning all fresh and energized and ready to, you know, make big things happen. And they get to the end of the day and they feel drained. They feel like they've just, you know, been other people's bidding all day and they haven't got anything done. And so that's why it's so important to take ownership over your time and where you invest your time, effort, and energy. And there's a number of kind of facets to this, or number of things that play into this, which is, you know, there's a couple of things. If we're not clear on where we're going in terms of our North Star and the type of business that we're building, or where we want to get to in 10 years time or 5 years time, and we're not clear on that and we're not taking action on that every single day, and that doesn't light us up and motivate us, we're going to waste time because one, we're not clear. So how do I know whether the things that I'm doing today are going to move me closer towards my goals or further away? Because I'm not clear on my goals. I'm not clear on my business vision and where I'm taking things. So you just kind of turn up every day and just kind of do the work and answer the calls and respond to the emails. And, you know, you just kind of whittle away the days and the hours because you're not clear, motivated, focused, and inspired on what you're building, where you're going, and most importantly, why it's important to you. The people that achieve what they want to achieve in life are clear on where they're going. They're clear on what they want to do. Maybe they're not clear on the path to get there because I don't think anyone is, but they know what they need to do every single day and they know how to say yes or no to opportunities that are presented to them every day because they've got that North Star. And does this opportunity get me closer to that or take me further away? So that's kind of the first thing. Being clear on your North Star and your goals and your vision means that you are so much more effective with your time. The second is this people-pleasing pattern, this part of us that feels like we have to be all things to all people and always there for our team. And oh my gosh, if I don't respond to my clients like text or email immediately, they're going to sack me. Or, you know, this people-pleasing part of us tells us so many stories that result in us doing all things for everyone else and very, very little things for ourselves. And like, don't get me wrong, the people-pleasing part of our personality is beautiful. It allows us to create amazing relationships, connect with our clients, connect with our team, you know, help people feel safe within our business, all those amazing qualities of that part of our personality. But when it becomes dysfunctional, it often turns into you doing things for other people all the time and never doing anything for yourself. And so when we start to talk about things like delegation or setting boundaries with people or saying no to meetings or pushing back meetings or saying to people, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm working on something really, really important. That really, really triggers the people-pleasing part of our personality. And if we're not aware of it, it often just means that we don't want to feel that uncomfortable within ourselves. We don't want to certainly feel uncomfortable around other people. So we say yes all the time, but we never do anything for ourselves. I've just got off a call with an amazing client who is doing such great work in this space. And she was just saying that her calendar is visible to everyone, and constantly got people putting, because people don't value your time. You're the one that has to value your time, and you're the one that has to take ownership over your time. And so, as an example, she was finding that people were just putting calendar invites into her calendar. Anytime there was a spare space in her calendar, it would get a calendar invite put into it for some random meeting. So she's gone, I've actually just shut down my calendar, as in like I'm not making it visible to anyone. They have to come and talk to me if they would like to put something in my calendar, and then I can have a conversation with them around whether it's important. Do I need to be there? I certainly don't have any time today. Can it be next week? So that simple act of her shutting down her calendar to be visible by everyone and having everyone have the ability to put invites in there is her taking ownership over her time, taking responsibility and standing up for herself and her time and going, my time's really, really important. I choose how I use it. And so you have to come to me if you'd like to book in a meeting. And so I think, this whole concept of time, it's such an interesting concept. But I think if you can really nail it, you experience exponential growth because you're really clear on where you're going. You're taking control of your time. You're very clear on where you're going to invest your time. And most importantly, because you're aware that there is only a finite amount of time, you're going to only say yes to the high dollar productive activities. You're only going to say yes to the things that you know move the needle the most and make the biggest difference in your business. And so that's the difference between someone who just whittles away their hours and isn't clear on where they're going, probably spending time on all these low dollar productive activities and low value activities like responding to emails, answering the phone, being at people's beck and call, as opposed to someone who is really, really clear on where they're going and they are only spending their hours on high value activities and time. And so that's the person that's going to succeed, take their career to the next level, build an amazing business, but also have freaking fun outside of business and be there for their kids' soccer games and, be able to take their kids to ballet of an afternoon and swimming lessons and all those sorts of things because you are really clear and ruthless with your time, knowing that there are other things outside of building a business that are just as important as building a business. So you only want to focus on those high value activities to move the needle the most so that you can go and spend time with the people that you love. So team, I just want to bring awareness to that. It's a big topic at the moment. I hope today's video has been useful. If you want to keep building your business on your own and keep doing this journey on your own, that is absolutely fine. We have a ton of free resources on our website, the podcast, the YouTube channel, etc. But if you'd like some help building your business, I'd love to invite you to join our boardroom program. It's a program purely for business owners of consultancies within the engineering industry, purely designed to help you build your business to that next level. So if that's you, and if you're interested in finding out a bit about our boardroom program, just comment the word program below this video and we'll be in touch and let's have a chat about how I can help you build your business faster. That's it from me today, team. Have an amazing